All right. How y'all doing today? Everybody's having a good night tonight so far. Gonna do, my goal is to do the first giveaway tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna have, it's gonna cost 100 loyalty, it's gonna cost 500 to 1,000 loyalty points to enter the giveaway. It's gonna cost 500 to 1,000 loyalty points to enter the giveaway. What up, Cartoon? What up, Cartoon? What up, OM1? I think that's what that says. I'm not wearing my glasses right now, so it's a little, Alright, so I'm just gonna put in the chat real quick. Hold up, how you get the points and what's the points about. So, and the last one is, and now you are going to have all of the information about loyalty points. Where y'all at right now? It's after midnight. I'm in Virginia in the US. Alright, making some pivot 10 portholes. This was the first thing to make on my Shopify to-do list, but I was not wanting to take out the wet saw because it's been like 15 degrees outside. So I finally cut the slits. I showed off in the live stream a little bit earlier. But soon afterwards, I broke my saw blade. Like immediately after doing that, right before I got to the shot glasses. So tomorrow, a replacement blade is supposed to arrive. I ordered a new dressing stone. So, gonna have to do a poll about what we do for the first giveaway. After I flare this open, I'm gonna go to my computer and I'm gonna put up a poll. Because I have some Focus V toppers and Puffco Peak / Bomb Official toppers that I could do giveaways with tomorrow. But I don't know if any of y'all actually rock with those. What up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day today. You like it zoomed in or zoomed out? Now we're flaring, sorry, now we're flaring the next. And this is going to be the porthole viewing chamber. Oh, looks good. Another thing we have to do, and maybe I'll start with this, is we have to bend the necks. Why don't we do 2 portholes? We only need to make 1. I have 4 joints. I could always order more joints though. Let's make another one and we could give one away. How about that? Just in case. Don't need to make all 3, right? Am I right? Actually, can somebody let me know in the comment section real quick? Can y'all hear me? Yo, can y'all let me know in the comment section real quick if you could hear me? The live, not the last live stream I did, the one before that, the first 15 minutes I was talking, like I went in on some explanations. The whole thing was muted. So let me know real quick. Okay, y'all can hear me. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So I saw one of the questions. Let me flare this real quick, just so I can move on to the next. And yeah, I actually should grease this a little bit. You could hear that. I'll show you what super lube I use. Heating just a tip, like the outer edge of that tubing, and we're going in. Not enough. And we're not enough. Looks pretty Gucci to me. What up? All right, the lube. Get your hands extra greasy. Make sure you're holding it with the paper towels, is what I do. So I wasn't just like playing when I said super lube. It is actually super lube that we're using. So I don't know if you could see that well. But we'll do gotta drop. Let's do a couple drops. Swipe that a little bit. Part of the reason why you need to grease it more is because of the graphite. You see all this? No, you can't see all that. The remote is right there, and I should be able to move it, but I have not. Can y'all? Beautiful. Now let's put a little dots behind it. Wipe the grease off. I see a little like dirt cluster right here. It's like dust. Some general grime. Let's see. It's a little smooth like butter. Alright. How's everybody doing today? What up? Where y'all coming from? I'm in Virginia, in the US, if somebody had asked that. Oh, and I just realized that guess what's not turned on? My ventilation. Well, good thing we didn't really do much yet. Portland, Oregon. What up, Irish Sean? What up, my dude? What up, Eagle? What up, Automobile? Y'all check out the whole loyalty point thing. Literally need to comment one thing and kick it in the stream for 10 minutes. And every 10 minutes you get 100 points. Right? So hang out, put your phone down, kick it for 10 minutes, you get 100 points. First giveaway is probably going to be for one of these shot glasses. Just this one is right in my hand right now. That we've been doing on the live stream. Maybe for one of the peak or the card top. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to put up a poll in the comment section. But so I have like 15 peak toppers ready to rock on my table. I'm totally down to do a giveaway for one tomorrow. But it would probably, I would be like, yo, you need to enter 500 to 1,000 loyalty points to enter. Maybe I'll do like 1,000 loyalty points or 5,000 loyalty points. If the prize is good, you know what I mean? Like, it's only fair to me. All right, so I don't know if I really want to do that. So let's start bending these next. How about that? We can have this prepared and ready to rock. Decide to go back to it. And this is for the Pivot 10 porthole. And I just made those clear viewing windows, is what I'm going to call them. All right. Everybody have a good day today? Or you have anything you need to get off your chest tonight? Let me know, holler. So here's another thing that I do with these tools that don't always spin straight. Is in my chuck, I'll actually teeth up to the actual graphite part so it spins straight. Spin straight, right? But the connection afterwards, it could be like a little wobbly, so just chuck up to that pit right there and you're good to go. And what I have to make is this. This is a transparent light blue Pivot 10 porthole. See the clear part on top so you could look down and see what's going on inside of the chamber with the tip. So I have that body with the slits that I cut, which is that part. The tip, mouth tip right there, I have that part. And then the clear viewing window portion right there. You just saw me flare open right now. So that's for the pivot. If you're like, what's a Puffco pivot, Zach? I'll be like, yo, dog, what up? How you doing tonight, homie? Glad you're tapping in, dog. This is the Puffco pivot. And this is a 3D printed like stabilizer kickstand I made for it that you could also use as a pendant adapter. Boom, little stabilizer. I would have to put my phone down so I could like put this on, but it is a mouthpiece for this. Feel me? So when you look through, you can see what's going on in the chamber. So it's the porthole, Pivot 10 porthole, because that's also a 10 female joint. You know, so you could plug in a whip to it or use it as a glass mouthpiece for a roll-up, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's a mouthpiece, this one. But I also have to bend the neck on some sippers. So all of these right here, these 6, I need to bend the necks on. These are Focus V Carta attachments. So you're like, bend the neck on it? What the heck you mean, bend the neck on it? That neck, gotta bend it. So like, this is one of the things you could do like a giveaway for, but I'd be like, yo, maybe like 1,000, 2,000 loyalty points to enter the giveaway. And I hit up the chat bot before showing how you could get loyalty points for free and for paid. Tip $1, get 100 points. Drop a comment in the comments section and chill for 10 minutes, you get 100 points. You should get points for subscribing also, but those are like 2 ways. You could also gamble, and if Mr. Terps or PD Dubs was here, they could break it down for you. But, and these, I did all of these on live stream also, by the way. So if you ever wanted like a custom piece or something, got a bunch of stuff going on. But back to putting my phone back up there, guys. But sorry. Honestly, those are a little bit more involved. I might just do those tomorrow or later today, this afternoon, and we'll just bend the necks on those right now. I don't really need to have that going right now if I'm just bending the necks on these. Okay. Yep, and this is a functional device. I could put the atomizer in right after this if I wanted to and use it when it cooled down. Okay. So who's gonna tell me something cool? What's going on with you? For everybody who's gonna rewatch this live stream, hopefully all of y'all, and when you're rewatching, you're gonna hit those hype points. You're gonna rewatch all these live streams and hit those high points, but give us something we want to come back and listen to. What are we talking about tonight? Just letting this warm up because I'm about to bend the neck on this. We're making a short path sipper, or I mean, it's pretty much already made, but we're bending the neck on this one right now. This is a Milky Violet for the Focus V Carta, and we're filling an online order right now. And we have a few more to make after we do this one. What's up, everybody? Hoping everybody is having a good night tonight. Okay, well, I think we found somebody that we need to get rid of. Edsel Camacho. Adios, my man. What weird things to say. Alright, there we go. Damn, that was crazy. My website is zachdesign.com, and I have them up from 75 to like 150 on my website. Like for the Puffco, see the stabilizer base I make? I actually made the first stabilizer base for the Puffco period in 2018. I made the first aftermarket glass attachments, the first stabilizer bases, I made the first aftermarket tether. Pretty much everything you see in the game is some iteration of something I originally did. What up? Let's help your boy monetize it now. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. I'm trying to step up my game and do cooler and cooler stuff and keep it affordable. And who knows, maybe if I get cool enough, you know, the value of these glass pieces will increase. I sign and date them, you know. It would be more gangster if I was really rich from it. It seems like a lot of other people figured out how to make more money off of it than I have so far. It's kind of lame. But such is life. Figuring it out together. Let's do this, guys. So this is the Puffco Peak Pro stabilizer base. The stabilizer base has magnets embedded into it for the tool pick. This is a swab section, so when you're done, you can take your swabs out. Did y'all see that? Okay. I need to figure out how I could have my headphones in so I could like listen to some music or something like that while I'm working. Ever since I started live streaming, I turned everything off so it doesn't affect like monetization or whatever. Sorry if you missed some of that. Hey, by the way, my dad is a music publisher and producer, and his Instagram page I helped him start is called iDreamology. Do me a favor, check out his page and his new song that he dropped. Trying to help him start doing some anime and maybe get into Netflix. Truthfully, I want him to start doing some of the music for WWE. I think that would be totally dope. God damn it. Now I am gonna have to put this in the oven. Why? Because this had wax in it. The neck obviously has to be bent to a position that's like dope. Y'all catch that? Boom. That's one. Alright, so that's one. Now we're on to number two. Just put that on top of my oven real quick. Next one, same thing. Make sure it's lined up. So when I say I'm making sure it's lined up, I don't know if you could see the hole. Sorry, I can't see like on my camera angle right now. And you see maybe the hole. I'm trying to get you on the device. So I want the hole because it's, if you're inhaling, the air path has to go through. So I want it to be as straight as possible. And then now that I know it's perfectly aligned, I'm gonna bend the tip back and, you know, polish off this sharp glass because it's a mouthpiece. And this is Milky Violet Carta Sport, Carta 2. Probably fit the Carta 3, to be honest. What up, everybody? Appreciate y'all tapping in, like, subscribe. Let me type in a message real quick in the chat. unless you want to just scroll up. Basically, it's about the whole loyalty point thing. I'm excited about getting off of Instagram and doing the things I do on Instagram on YouTube, which is my favorite thing is the giveaways. So like, for example, I only had to sell one of these. I have 2 of these now. I'm down to do a giveaway for the other one. And maybe I'll be like, yo, all right, be honest. How many loyalty points do you think it should be to enter for a giveaway? I think it should be like a minimum of 500 loyalty points, which means you pretty much watched an hour of my videos. If you stayed for an hour, you know, 100 points, 10 minutes, chance to enter to win. What do you think? Is 1,000 fair? I think it is, dude. Plus every dollar you tip, you get 100 points, right? So I feel like 500 to 1,000 points is really cool. These are good scores. Like I really do not have to pick away any like extra glass. I could just like smoothly paddle this and be good with it. This is the card of sport that I have in my hand right now. I made the first aftermarket attachment for the Focus V Carta back in 2018 called the Whip Connect. And it was another dry topper with a neck a bit shorter than this. And you could plug in a silicone tube, and on the other end was a 10 mil joint that you could then plug into a water diffuser. Kind of like a hookah attachment. Bringing the world of the electronics with the non-electronic art, you know, for that space. There we go. All right, give me a second, folks. So, do you see this? I also made the first 3D printed stabilizers and accessories for these devices. This is my latest iteration of the Puffco stabilizer station. So it's not just a stabilizer base, it is a stabilizer station. So let me show y'all real quick some things. Traveling on the go, right? What do you think about that one? What other things are you wanting me to show you? Like other toppers and stuff like that versus the same thing? I mean, yeah, for sure, I could do that. I have a bunch of stuff on the table. Let me just load this up real quick. The thing I showed off, you know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's having a good night tonight so far. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen the Glyco Connect that I've made? I know that's on the table. Or have you seen my M-Perk water diffuser? Alright, I'm gonna take that as a no. But I will grab that. I just gotta step off the screen for a second. I'll do this. And then I'll show some other things. Appreciate a like, subscribe, a follow. Have a bunch of things I'm saving up for if you're feeling generous. Apparently it's gonna cost like $2,500 to get my main Instagram page enabled. Meta sucks. But there's some people, I don't even know if they're hackers or if it's like a legit advertising service, but there are people you can pay to get your page back. And even more than that, to provide like additional shielding. So if your post gets flagged, right, and a meta agent has to review it, you know, for appeal, denial, whatever, it goes through to this specific agent, so you're Gucci, you're taken care of. So if I want this service, you know, you gotta pay to play. So imagine I got my main Instagram page back that has almost 48,000 followers on it, and I could really start cross-promoting without fear of prosecution from Instagram that seems to love glassblowers, except, you know, when they actually post content on their pages. It's crazy. I've seen like 20 ads on Meta the past week, like pretty much about glassblowers, and every single glassblower I know on Instagram has had their page either disabled at some point, shadow banned, heavily restricted. It's kind of a joke. So if this person really can do this, that would be unfreaking believable. But I don't have the Skrilla right now to be able to make that kind of move. And that's just one thing, bro. But enough about that. Tell me about you. How's your day been? I hope everybody's having a good day. If you're not, tell us what's wrong. Maybe we could help you out, talk you through it. I'm like getting the sides, so I'm not focusing in the center, focusing on the sides. Flip it, keep it as straight as possible. Same thing. Focusing on the sides. And why the sides and not the center? Because I don't want to pinch the tube and restrict the airflow. Just want it to bend back straight, pretty much. I mean, it's pretty good. Looks pretty straight to me, sorry. All right, we got 4 more to go. All right, this one is milky blue. The other one was the milky violet. Gonna get a drink of water real quick. Dang. If I wake up a little bit more, I'll do one of the pivot 10 portholes. Excuse me. This one had a little bit I wanted to pick off. Cool. Pretty much perfect. Y'all see that? Was that a good view? What up, everybody? Alright. Couple more. On to the next one. So, are y'all fresh in? Have you heard what I was doing before? Should I? Alright. What up, Jay LaRosta? Glad you're alive and well, my man. Roscoe, what up? NFJ, what up? Andre, what up? Yo, alright, hold up. Let me type in some things right quick. So, welcome. This is explaining the whole point system. Alright, now let me hop up here and show you. Alright, so can you see this hole? And you can see that hole in there. So the air path, like, it needs to line up perfectly, so it's perfectly straight. This way, the air path with inhaling, whoop, bends back straight. This one also has a sharp edge on it that I'm gonna have to pick off. This is another milky blue short pass sipper, and if you weren't, that's why I keep forgetting to put the poll up. I want to do a giveaway, but I broke the tile saw blade today, right before I was gonna do the shot glasses. So I ordered another blade. It should come in tomorrow from the Amazon, hopefully. But I have a bunch of toppers and like caps and stuff like that I could give away, but I don't know if anybody that watches actually like uses any of these devices. So it's like, if I'm like, yo, let's put up 1,000 loyalty points today, if anybody would even be about it, if there would be like only one person about it. Let me put up that poll real quick. Alright, I put the poll up. Where y'all coming from right now? Where's everybody coming from? Talk to each other, talk to me. What up? I'm warming this up in my Bunsen so it does not crack. Pick this little edge right there. I prefer doing it with that torch, but I don't know if you can see. So screw it, let's try it like this. Not bad. Not bad. So this is another milky blue short pass zipper for the Puffco. I'm sorry, this is for the Focus V Carta. So all Carta fit the same. So the OG, the Sport, the 2. This would fit all of them. Right. Dope. So I'm heating the sides of it and not the center because I don't want the center of the tube to collapse, but I want it to be able to be like wobbly. And then I'm just going to use gravity to let it droop backwards. And that's why I start that side and end on this side so it could just fall. Because both sides of the glass need to be hot for that to actually bend backwards. And if you could like keep your hand steady, you know, you could pretty much get it almost one and done, one go. Feels like it's off. We got 2 more. Y'all still with me? Next up, I need to wipe this off. What up, Theo? My last girlfriend was Brazilian, Fernanda. Boston. What up? So this one is transparent emerald green. Keep in mind, if you want to earn those loyalty points, you have to drop a comment at least one time for the bot to start registering your view time, or else it's not going to register your view time. Appreciate a like, subscribe, smash some emojis for me. Appreciate that if you're feeling generous. Last one. What up, everybody? Who's with me? Sound off in the comments section. Who's still with me? Everybody sleeping on me? Remember, you have to comment something in the chat one time for the bot to recognize you and start giving you the loyalty points. Every 10 minutes, the bot gives you 100 points. Alright. Alright. Appreciate anybody willing to go back to my other videos and do the hype. I don't really know what hyping a video is, but apparently you could go back to my other live streams and do that. And if you're down to do that, that would be dope. It's like just going by and hitting the like button on each one. You know what I mean? Can y'all hear me? What up? What up? Anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? Let me know in the comments section real quick. Yay or nay? Yo, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me? So this is the last one. Feels like I'm the only one in the chat right now. Who's with me? Tell me about. I want to talk to somebody. Who's there? Who's with me? What's up? How you doing today? Yo, who's with me? Mic check, mic check. Here I am. So 25 votes, 40% people said that they would enter a giveaway for a topper. Alright, closing the oxygen, we're shutting this down right now. Still here, I appreciate you smashing a like, turning everything off, I'm gassing out. Oxygen first. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna gas out the propane. So, alright. Let's call it a night, folks. We'll meet back up again a little bit later today. How about that?